And I am in isolation season right now, which is so not fun. It really sucks because I wish I can just have fun sometimes, like, or just have a friend or here and there. Also, if you don't know, I'm Zia Zebra. I create clothing and I also give tips and tricks in like makeup, cheap thrift shopping, beginner sewer tips, try on hauls, Sims 4, and more. So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. So I am about 29 years old, and I just turned 29, August 5th, which was my birthday. I am a summer baby, Leo gang or whatever. But yeah, I'm 29 and I have completely zero friends. And y'all excuse my nails for real this time, because y'all, I ain't cut them off, cut them down, and I'm about to get ready to, soak them off or whatever. And this is actually some by choice and some by, I don't know what's going on with my life at the moment. But, having no friends in this moment, I think I am in a moment of isolation. God is having me be in a season by myself, which is so lonely and it's really depressing sometimes, to be honest. And I was talking to a guy, but he turned out to be a total nightmare, to be exact. And all the narcissism that he carried, so it just went crazy. But being 29 with no friends and having to deal with a lot of things. I remember when I had a lot of friends when growing up, coming out of high school and being in high school. I had a lot of friends, and I really, really miss that. But as you grow older, it's a lot of things that change, and it has been a lot that has changed in my life, especially within the past 5 years. I don't even know where to start. But having friends is such a beautiful thing. But when you don't have friends, it's also such a beautiful thing. It's not just a bad, horrible thing, but being in a season of isolation, I wouldn't say I'll be in isolation my whole life, but I do have seasons of being isolated, and right now it is definitely that season for me. And the friends that I did have, I kind of outgrew all of them. And if you haven't checked out my vlog when I was introducing myself, you kind of know where I'm coming from right now or whatever. But y'all, I'm really digging this look, crop top, split top with the baby hair, bangs, and bun, something cute and simple. Is really giving me late 90s vibes. I've really been, reaching that late 90s vibes kind of style, classy or whatever, switching it up. The older I get, I really want to dress more classy, more than trashy, So crazy. I've been seeing a lot of vlogs as, I have no friends at the age of 23 and all this other stuff. Well, this is my vlog of having no friends at the age of 29, almost 30. And I have to say, having no friends, like I said, is a blessing, and then having friends also is a blessing. But I don't even have acquaintances, to be exact. I have zero, none at all, which is so crazy. But I'm glad that I have some family members that I can depend on and be here for me and trust. And when I say friend, you want to, when I actually call someone a friend, it is someone that I can actually trust and really be there as a friend. So I really cannot say that I have found anyone like that. So I have no friends. And then also, when I did have a man, I wouldn't say put all my baggage on him, but I didn't have anyone extra in my life like that when it came to friends. So he was a pretty big, important part of my life. And that's also a whole nother different topic. Don't be desperate for a man, what I'm saying? Don't be so available. But you have to live and you have to learn. So it is many things to that conversation or whatever. But, me in my journey through these years, for the past 5 years, I feel like I am a chosen one. I have been chosen, and I am in isolation season right now, which is so not fun. It really sucks because I wish I can just have fun sometimes, or just have a friend or here and there. And not too long ago, I really caught myself, dialing up an ex and, trying to catch up, which was so not cool because You know, sometimes when you're lonely, you could just try to hit up the wrong people, the people that don't deserve you, and it could just go wrong. And it exactly did. It went wrong. He kind of reminded me of why I left you in the first place, you know. But, you know, mistakes I have learned, especially now. Like, I am meant to be bored. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. I'm celibate, all of that. Like, I feel like I'm forced to be this. Like, God was just like, no, no, and no. No, I am in isolation season right now. I'm just trying to heal and get myself together, you know, reading more Bible verses and really getting into my Bible, because it's a lot of outside influences that are not good for the soul, which can break it down. And you want to, you know, feed your soul with positive things. And, you know, why not just go to the Bible? The Bible is the main thing that is filled with good things from God, and that can feed your soul, what you need to feed your soul. Growing up in high school and coming a little bit out of high school, I had friends to hang out with, but they weren't just the best of friends, you know. They were friends where, you know, we want to get high, you know, we'll just smoke. We want to drink, you know, we'll drink and just hang out and party. But it really weren't no serious friends on my end, which they did have my back. And I really do appreciate that. But now they're just so different. I don't have anyone that I can call a friend or can trust at this moment. And, you know, some family members I have that I can trust, and some family members that I can't. You know, I had to cut off a close family member not too long ago, which is crazy to me because, you know, I grew up with that family member. But when they just cross the line, they just cross the line, baby. Like, seriously. And, you know, and it hurts my feelings sometimes when I have to cut off a family member that I have for so long, because I feel like, you know, if I don't have friends, can I at least have family? You know, it's just so hard and difficult at the same time. And I'm 29 years old. I do not have my own family. I do not have any kids right now. And that, you know, is a whole nother story for a whole nother vlog. But, you know, I am a free bird right now. And I am appreciating that right now. You know, someday I do want to get married and have kids, you know, of my own and my own family, because I'm really, you know, a family person. I am not for the streets. Many girls I would love to be friends with, but they are just like, you know, shysty, grimy, and I really don't need any of that in my life, because, you know, I kind of grew up fighting, and I'm just like, I mean, if I have to bust the, you know, do whatever I gotta do, you know, I do that. But, you know, fighting is just not for me. You know, I want a friend that I can depend on and trust on. You know, somebody can call up, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you know, I need help with such and such, you know, can you help me? You know, that type of friend, you know, someone who can match energy, because I feel like, especially lately, I have always been an overgiver, and I just can't stand that about myself. Like, I really want to, like, match energy or be evil for evil, but it's just like, it's just not in me. So, and I know a lot of people are evil for evil, eye for eye, you know, tit for tat, and it's just not in me to do that to anybody. So it gets real lonely. No man, no friends, and barely family. But I appreciate the ones that I can call family. I'm gonna just say that, because it's not too many family members that I can claim or call family, which sucks, because Lord knows I would love to have my family in my life, because, you know, whatever it is, what it is. But having no friends is a blessing, and you know, having friends is a blessing. I just remember having friends, and I was always thrown off the wrong track. Like, those weren't the type of friends that I really needed. Like, the friends that I need in my life, especially now, is friends that will, you know, have me on the right track, where I can stay focused and be in the right lane. Like, I don't want to be off the wrong lane, you know, doing the wrong thing. Like, right now, I have actually quit smoking weed, which is crazy, because I've always been the one to, like, smoke or whatever. But, you know, I'm not even smoking, and I'm not even drinking alcohol like that. You know, I do have wine, which I'm drinking wine again, but it's not a fancy cup, you know what I'm saying? It's your party cup. But also in my isolation period of what God is having me do, which I don't even know, I'm still confused at the same time. But, you know, I fill my schedule up with a lot of things to do if I'm not at work. Like I told y'all, I just work as a sanitation cleaner at a warehouse, nothing special. I was working 2 jobs, but not anymore, as an assistant teacher. And I'm hoping to go back to that sometime in the future. I fill my schedule up also with working out, doing vlogs, getting dressed up, running errands, just making myself feel better, putting myself in a better emotional state, because it can get lonely in the isolation period, and you can just call up the wrong people and have the wrong company. Like, I have entertained this past guy. It was the wrong entertainment for me. Like, I shouldn't have entertained none of that. But a part of me being so lonely, I really accepted a lot of things that I was not supposed to accept. But yeah, that's on that. Whenever I do, make some new friends, I'm hoping to stick with those friends and be able to build trust and a good relationship, because it is good to have friends and people you can depend on in your life, besides your family, outside of family. And it's very good to have that type of company and, things that you can enjoy. Like, I don't even have acquaintances to where I can just, chop it up with somebody about one thing and another. Like, it's like completely nobody. But, I'm praying to God that he'll bring the right people into my life. And whenever he does, it will be in divine timing or whatever, and everything will work out just fine for me. So, patience is a long thing that you have to deal with trying to make good friends as well. Like, it really, like I said, it sucks to have no friends and, no one to go to a party to or anything like that, because every time I choose to go out or do something, it is literally by myself, like literally. And it is so crazy because everyone is like, oh my gosh, be safe, don't do that. Like, but you know what? If you just want to get out there, you really just want to get out there and do what you want to do. You're a human too. And, you are going to have feelings, and you are going to get so emotional about not having friends and whatnot. But, it is a good period of time, especially in the isolation season, to get to know more of yourself, God, the Bible, and, step away from the matrix. Because, I stepped away from the matrix probably when I was, I guess, coming out of high school, learning about a lot of stuff and really just being more open-minded than I was in high school, because I felt like I hung around friends that was so closed-minded and really not on my level. I was really just trying to fit in with people that I really didn't fit in with. So, things was kind of bumpy on that road and whatnot. And that's kind of why, I kind of separated from a lot of those old friends. And also because I did hit depression when I left out of high school for about 2 years. I'm so glad that I have gotten out of that depression, and this last relationship is not going to put me into a depression mode. And I've said this to myself so many times, because, I came such a far away, and I'll be damned if I go back. And some people definitely don't have friends because they're just a bad person overall, or just a major creep. But, I know that's definitely not me. I can definitely call you babes my besties more than anything, because y'all are always here for me and showing me much love, and I appreciate all of that. Okay. I'm really just praying to God that he, brings me my husband and also some good friends that I can, trust and can actually call friends. The friends from high school really have just knocked all the way out, because, I'm on a whole different page and level with my life, especially walking with God and trying to, quitting a whole bunch of things that I used to do in, like high school and all this other stuff, and learning on this isolation road that I am on. And, I really hope that I inspired you babes, and hope you guys also learned something from what I've said and my experiences so far. So, yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, babes. Mwah.